Let's take a look at the build you saw in the ISA. With the Fleet Tactical Escort Defiant variety. Using a Disruptor cannon build. I'm using the Terran Task Force Disruptor dual heavy cannons, 2 sensor-linked dual cannons, and an Oscan energy torpedo. Then for the deflector I use the Colony Fleet Deflector, the Intervention Protomatter Deflector Array. Then I use the Prevailing Fortified Impulse Engines from the Competitive Reputation, and the Bajoran Defense Hyper Injection Warp Core with the Bajoran Defense Shield, giving the 2-piece bonus for Phaser Disruptor and Plasma. You can also use the Fleet Spire, Warp Core, and the Competitive. Actually, these 3 you can use as well, instead of the ones I'm using. Then for the AF weapons I use the Heavy Biomolecular Disruptor Turret, a Sensor-Linked Disruptor Turret, and a Spiral Wave Disruptor Turret. Then for the experimental weapon I use the Experimental Railgun. There are better ones, but this is the one I have, so I'm using this one. Then for the devices I use the Energy Subspace Field Modulator and the Energy Amplifier. For consoles I use the DPRM console and the Disruption Pulse Emitter. Instead of the Pulse Emitter you can also use the Point Defense console. I just don't have that one on this character. For this one we use for the 2-piece set that gives Phaser Disruptor and Plasma damage. Then I use the Likari Protomatter Field Projector for survivability on this particular ship, and then the Tech-Kinetic Converter and the Binaural Infusion circuits from the Lobi store, and the Domino console from the Bajoran Interceptor. Then for tactical consoles, 4 vulnerability locators and the Counter Command Multi-Conduit Energy Relay. That is a 2-piece set together with the Molecular Disruptor Turret, and giving this bonus as well. Then for skills, Heavy Tactical Focus. These can be moved over here and one here. And for specializations I use Miracle Worker and Strategist. Intelligence works fine too. For pugs I usually like using Miracle Worker for survivability. Then for traits I use Context is for Kings, Anchored, Operative, Intense Focus, A Good Day to Die, Accuracy, Cannon Training, Fleet Coordination or Coordinator, and Inspirational Leader. Then for the Starship Traits I use Emergency Weapon Cycles, Honored Death, Withering Barrage, Cold Hearted, and Promise of Ferocity. Then for the Space Reputation I use the Magnified Firepower from the new Gamma Reputation, Controlled Countermeasures with procs with the Cold Hearted trait, Precision, Advanced Targeting Systems, and Energy Refrequencer. For Active Reputation use all the space ones basically. And for stations I use the 2 SRO techs from the Fleet Embassy, a Leadership Engineer, Nayota Hura, and the Pirate Division Psi from the Alliance's Delta mission, Theta Head. For the actual abilities I use Engineering Team 1, Oxtobat 1, Tactical Team 1, Chemocide 2, Attack Pattern Beta 2, Scatter Volley 3, Distributed Targeting 1, Attack Pattern Lambda 2, Spread 3, Emergency Powered Weapons 1, Oxtobat 1, Side Team 1, Hazard Emitters 2. Then lastly the TOFs, which are the Energy Weapons Officer chance for stacking crit severity buff on firing energy weapons, the space damage Borg increase, and attack pattern beta restores hull when firing, plus the 3 technicians for the Oxtobat build. I hope this was useful. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.